we're like 10, 11 games in. They haven't had the best start. You could argue they've got fans on their back. There are question marks as to players that have come in, the amount of money, etc., etc. For Chelsea Football Club, who are used to winning time and time again, certainly over the last 15, 20 years, how important is this competition to them this season?
What did you say? They've not won this competition since what? 2014-15. So it's been a while since they won this competition. I think for Chelsea Football Club, it's important for them to. I think if you with the years that they've had winning everything, I think a lot of their fans would probably say it's important that they get back in the Champions League. They only won that in 2021, so not that long ago. But they also have that taste of winning things. And as you said, the last time they won something was 2021, which was that Champions League. They won the Super Cup and they won the Club World Cup in that year as well. So it's one of them. I think for Pochettino, I think he will want it because it will be his first trophy in this country because he's yet to win anything since he's been over here. But I think some Chelsea fans might prioritise getting themselves back into that Champions League than winning the League Cup. Although, listen, you're in the competition, I always think you've got to go out and win it. I never understand these kind of fan bases or people that go, nah, like, the Europa Conference League. You get some clubs that are not used to winning anything, poo-pooing that competition, like, nah, we don't really want to win that. Hold on, you're not used to winning it. But this football club, I think, in Chelsea, they're from a different... Do you know what I mean? They're
cut from a different cloth.
They're cut from a different cloth because they've won everything multiple times. So I think for some fans, the most important thing for them will be to get back into the Champions League. But there'll be some fans that think, you know what? We need to get that winning feeling back. Let's win the League Cup.
Okay. Is a League Cup win enough to push Chelsea in the right direction this season? If they finish outside the top 5, but inside the top 10 and a League Cup win...
No, not from what we used to see in Chelsea.
For this season?
No, I think if they were to get back this season into the Champions League...
Yeah.
I would almost say, and it sounds bonkers, from where they are, how people have wrote them off. I think a cup competition, you can get a bit fortunate, can't you, with your run to the final.
Yeah. Home ties.
Yeah, but if they were from where they are now, somehow managed to dig themselves out of it and finish inside the top 4, that would be... Because no one, other than myself, has given them a prayer.
But what my question is, does the League Cup stop Chelsea from having a bad season?
No, because if they win the League Cup and finish 10th...
That's bad.
For Chelsea Football Club, that's nowhere near good enough.
It's a must-win game. He's got to put all the first team out. They've got nothing else to play. They only play one game a week.
Yeah.
What else should they... stick the first team out. I mean, the other problem we've got a striker, but then that's another chat for another day. But put the whole first team out. They've got nothing else to play for.
Richard, let me ask you a question. What's more important for Chelsea Football Club? Winning the League Cup or finishing inside the top 4?
After the season we had last season... Winning something. So we ain't going to finish top 4. We ain't going to finish top 4.
No, but listen, there's still a chance. So you take winning the League Cup if Chelsea finish 10th.
Well, yeah, because it's an improvement on last season. Last season was an absolute joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say it's conversation you can have for another day, but you're going to spend 100 odd millions on midfielders when we all know we needed a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, and I don't blame Poch. People are getting on Poch's back. It's not his fault.
I do wonder when they brought in Kunku, was he going to play centre forward though? Because I know he has played there on occasion. I know he's a number 10, but I think he's someone who can play that role.
And I know they've had their fair share of injuries as well, but all clubs do.
And also Brozier's coming back as well, but it's unfortunate he got himself injured.
Let's speak to Josh, also a Chelsea fan. Hello, Josh. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thank you. Yourself?
Good. I'm very well, thank you. What do you want to say?
I think we should definitely be putting, if not our first team, very close to it up tonight. I think Armando Brozier is coming back relatively soon. He come back, hurt himself again, and then, obviously back on. I do think, like I say, we should definitely be going hammer and tong at this tonight. We've got very little else to play for, like you say. Maybe by some miracle we could scrape top 4. That's one hell of a long shot at this point.
Yeah, thanks for your call. I don't think you will get top 4. No, and the more I look at it, United's going to be a struggle as well. I know it's early and it may happen, but it's not really top 4, is it? It's third and fourth because it's going to be Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal probably. Yeah. So it's one spot now.
The Spurs are flying. Villa are flying.
Newcastle, you can't.
Yeah. Listen, it will be difficult. But I just don't see it as a sign of progression if Chelsea Football Club finish 10th. I know they win the League Cup, fair enough, that's a fantastic achievement. But for a club like Chelsea that are used to being in the Champions League, that base a lot of their revenue around being in the Champions League, obviously they want to attract the best players. I just think finishing 10th, is that really a sign of progression?
No, it's not. But
there's not to put a plaster over like a
I was
break.
going to say, it papers over the cracks.
Yeah.
Right.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.